Look, the book takes you inside the company. It takes you inside Meta, in the private jets, in the boardrooms. It shows you the decision-making, the moral compromises, and really lets you in the inside, because people deserve to know. But the challenge, Steve, is that the company's trying to shut it down. They're trying to stop people being able to learn the truth. They've said that they're going to sue the publisher. They're trying to stop people knowing the truth about the company.
Well, hold it. Are they saying you're just a disgruntled employee that couldn't hack it, and in the tough environment, the Darwinian environment of what is Silicon Valley, and we see a little bit of that of what Elon's doing in Doge, in that kind of Darwinian environment, you just couldn't hack it, so you're just writing now a book to get even, ma'am?
They're trying to smear me, and instead of focusing on the issues in the book, they're trying to distract us. So I talk a lot about China in the book, about the way that Mark Zuckerberg worked hand in glove with the Chinese Communist Party to develop up a censorship tool. And that's what they don't want people talking about. That's what they don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about the fact that China is worth, in their last filing with the SEC, they estimated the value of China to Meta at $18 billion in 2024 alone. 2 years ago, that was $7 billion. So this country that they like to pretend they have no interaction with, and we're not in China, is actually their second largest market, fundamental to the growth of the company, fundamental to the future of the company, and they've not been upfront about that at all.
Hold it, Sarah, don't bury the lead. You just said Meta and Zuckerberg have worked with the Chinese Communist Party on a censorship tool. Am I hearing that correctly?
You're hearing that correctly, Steve. Yeah, so they.
How can that possibly be? I thought he was a free speech. I thought he was a free speech absolutist. I thought he was all about free speech. I mean, he came back to the inauguration. All he's talking about is freedom and liberty and all that. You're saying they're actually working with the Chinese Communist Party on a censorship tool for Lao Beijing?
Steve, he's a free speech absolutist who is not only trying to shut down my book, but he's trying, he built to order a censorship tool. So the Chinese wanted the ability to be able to shut down speech, and they wanted the most cutting edge censorship tool available. And the company that built it for them is Meta.
Give us a little bit of your background. Tell us a little bit about, I don't want to give away too much in the book because I want people to buy the book. This book is explosive, and she comes with a very prominent publisher that knows how to put out controversial materials and know when not to back down. They're not backing down here. But just give your curriculum vitae. How did you end up in a position you could write a book like this?
Steve, I just want to say neither the publisher nor me, we're not going to back down. People deserve to know the truth. You know, I started out as a diplomat, and I pitched a job at Facebook. You know, I saw this amazing company that was going to change the world. I saw how different the world was going to be when technology meant that we could say what we want, we could be on the internet, we could have this open and connected world. And I could think of nothing better than being at this company. So, you know, I pitched a job. I said, you know, you need to be working out what this means, what this technology means for the rest of the world. Like, you're going to impact the world in so many ways. You're going to become this powerful, incredible political tool. And I want to be part of it. I want to be on the inside. And I was thrilled when I joined the company. I was thrilled to be part of Meta. I just didn't know what I was getting myself into.
What was give me the inflection point? When were you awakened? Because Sheryl Sandberg has at least on the outside a pretty powerful reputation. I mean, she's the ultimate girl boss, right? Her whole philosophy is lean in to young women. Don't back off, lean into this. And she's kind of held out as a role model, and the culture she supposedly built is a culture for kind of modern corporate America. Is that not the case?
Look, Steve, the book takes you inside how rotten that culture actually is. You know, the reality of Lean In when it's applied behind closed doors is, you know, very, very different, I think, from how it was perceived. You know, the book was important in many different ways, but I think it was a very different story when you went inside the company.